Whew, hey guys, the section of violence here. We got another one for you. We got UFC 306. I'm not gonna make this too long for you, but 20 something minutes we'll try to make it. But yeah, let's start off at the bottom. We got Raul Rosas Jr. versus Aori Qileng. Interesting fight. We'll start with Raul Rosas Jr. He's a pretty, I want to say one-dimensional, but he has KO power. Primarily a grappler, as you guys probably know. But the thing with Raul Rosas Jr. is if he can't get his game going on the on the ground for whatever reason, fight ready. I'll get into Aori Qileng in a second, but he's dealing with a good game planning gym, and I assume they have great grapplers. Preparing Aori Qileng for someone like Rosas Jr. If you look at the guys he's beaten, Jay Perrin, Ricky Turcios, Terrence Mitchell. All of them, other than Ricky Turcios, are bums. Turcios is not great, but he's not a bum. And the rest of them, I just don't rate any of his wins. So I think Raul Rosas Jr. is definitely the side as far as not value, sorry, side as far as prediction goes. I would lean him, but as heavy as it is, I would not lay the chalk at all. I think Aori Qileng, on the other hand, he's training at Fight Ready, a gym known for their game planning. And the thing about Aori Qileng that I love is not only is this constant pressure, but he's gonna bring the fight. He has good initial takedown defense, and he hasn't really got beat by grapplers too badly. I mean, Durden beat him. It is what it is. He beat Munoz, who's primarily a grappler. Um, Marcos that was a rough one. He got his ass kicked, and he was about to lose that one. So not gonna say too much. I'm not saying this guy's a world beater. He's not, but I do think it should be a little closer. I think Aori Qileng can make it close if the takedowns are stuff. I gotta go with I'm gonna go with Rosas Jr. by KO. I just don't trust Aori Qileng's chin. Like he's tough, but he's been chinned before by guys like Ayman Zahabi. So it can be done. So I don't know. We'll see about this fight. I think Raul Rosas Jr. is the better fighter, but I wouldn't definitely play him at this price. That's for sure. What has he done to deserve negative 700 against really anyone half decent? I just don't see it. But maybe he finishes him early, makes himself look negative 1,000. But yeah, I'm on prediction wise. I gotta go with Raul Rosas Jr. here. But if you're a betting man, you gotta sprinkle on Aori Qileng. But I personally wouldn't. Moving on, we have Joshua Van taking on Edgar Chairez. Josh Van is coming off a pretty bad KO loss, to someone who I would say isn't known for KOs. I know he can be dangerous. He's KO'd guys like Carlos Mata, as well. But if you look at, we're not even getting into Charles Johnson. Like Charles Johnson statistically doesn't go to he doesn't finish a whole lot. I think the last guy he finished was Jimmy Flick, so that's just not a good look. I think Edgar Chairez is can be dangerous as well on the feet. He was causing a lot of people forget he was causing Tatsuro Taira a lot of problems in round three. Almost finished him if he had more time. Um, yeah, Edgar Chairez is a gamer. He's a Mexican. He's fighting, at UFC No Shea. The crowd's gonna be on his side. He's a scrapper. I feel like technically you gotta favor Josh Van, but honestly, after a bad KO loss like that, I'm going to let's see what I got on my Discord. My Discord is where I have my final prediction or my prediction. Let's see what it is right now. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I have this fight as a skip, but I lean Chairez. Value's all over Chairez, but I understand why people would think Van's the side. He puts out more volume, and I feel like he can definitely beat up Chairez here. The guys he's lost to, Clayton Carpenter, grappler, Jesus Aguilar, that's a terrible loss in hindsight. Is what it is. But it's a grappler, not a decent grappler, okay grappler. And then yeah, He doesn't do well with he beat Daniel Lacerda, which isn't a great win. Like I don't know. This is hard, man. This is a hard one. I lead Chairez, but not confident. One of my probably the most lowest confident prediction on the card. Probably gonna get out of my position, but yeah, we'll see. For now, I have just no interest in betting him. If I could take it back, I would. I'm probably not going to. We'll see though. Moving on, we have I don't know, I gotta give a prediction. So right now it's Chairez, but I could be talked off this spot. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it as Chairez, but I could get talked off this spot. So just be like, don't take what I'm saying too seriously right now. It's mainly just my thoughts on this fight. But yeah, we're just gonna move on from this one. Um, but yeah, I got Chairez here by decision. Moving on, we have Yazmin Jaregui versus Ketlen Souza. Ketlen Souza, she's definitely someone that you shouldn't underestimate, but she's not someone who I don't think Jaregui is gonna have a really like a hard time. The only thing with with Souza is her footwork, and she's not terrible on the feet. And Jaregui got chinned very badly in her fight against Gomez. I think Souza won't. I don't think can crack quite like Gomez. But the thing about Souza is she can be dangerous. She is elusive, so this can be close. A lot of these lines, like Rosas Jr. and Uruguay, are pretty wide because I can't trust Uruguay. Um, and it's Ketlen Souza. I don't know. She's. I don't think we're gonna see grappling. It's gonna be mainly a stand-up fight, and because that's mainly a stand-up fight, I just consider this fight a very close fight. Obviously, you got to side Uruguay. She's got the home field advantage. Obviously, they're not in Mexico, but the Mexican crowd are going to be all supporting Uruguay, I would assume. I'm gonna go with Uruguay here, but the odds are pretty wide. I would give it 2-1 at most. I don't think it should be as wide, but people are gonna play her. She's I would say one of the more confident predictions. I just think she's a better fighter, but I could be wrong. This is a fight that really it's like a show me fight for Uruguay. Souza may be a little undersized, but she's very, very decent at what she does, and that's footwork and land some decent shots. She can be effective. Um, uh, this is a hard one as far as betting perspective. I would probably skip this fight just because Uruguay, I have no way in hell I'm paying negative 400 on a fight where she shouldn't absolutely crush her opponent. It's a little closer than the odds are making it seem, but yeah, I'm gonna lean Uruguay here. Um, yeah, but yeah. Moving on, we have Ignacio Bahamondes versus Manuel Torres. So the thing about Bahamondes, he's a interesting character. He's a legit fighter, trains with Bilal. So his grappling's leveled up, I would say. The thing about him is he just he's hittable. Um I don't trust him enough. Like I know McDessie loss was a while ago, but other than the Ludovic Klein loss, he's been pretty fine. Like he beat Rangzu the way he should, he beat Roberts the way he should, beat Trey Ogden. This is a tricky fight. This is a coin flip fight. We got a finisher, Manuel Torres versus a tactician, technician. I feel if I could give one guy the advantage on the feet, um, it would definitely be Bahamondes for having more versatile tools, but you can't sleep on Manuel Torres, and I believe he also has a grappling game. I don't know if he has the wrestling to get Bahamondes down, but he's definitely got a solid jiu-jitsu game. I believe he's coming off Yeah, he's coming off a rear naked choke win over Duncan. This guy's an absolute menace. Uh, let's see who I got here as a prediction. I'm gonna lean Bahamondes. I like his process more. But honestly, I could see Manuel Torres, finding a submission. I don't know about a finish. It's hard to. He's been beating up smaller guys. Mata. I think that was it. I can't really remember. I think Camacho. Yeah, like he's beating smaller guys. This is gonna be a bigger opponent. So I'm gonna have to go with Bahamondes just off this size difference, and he's gonna have the range, I believe. And yeah, I like the experience of Bahamondes. I'm gonna lean Bahamondes, but I'm not playing it. So definitely a fight that the fans will enjoy. I would do kind of wish I was there for this one live, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go with Bahamondes by decision. Moving on, we have Irene Aldana versus Norma Dumont. Uh, Norma, the dump truck Dumont. The thing about Norma is she can be she can be hurt, and she doesn't do well in firefights. Like she's a good hammer, but she's not the greatest nail. Um, yeah, she went to a split with Macy Chasson, got TKO with Megan Anderson. If you look at the girls she's beating, Cara Rosas is probably one of her more legit wins. Jermaine Durand, I mean, as well. But Irene Aldana, I don't know if she's going to be able to get a grappling game going on her, and I do think this is going to play out fairly close on the feet. Norma's striking is, I don't know, it's educated and I like it, but she's once she finishes her combos, sometimes she could just be, she just doesn't she doesn't like she doesn't move like after her combination. She just stays there, and I think Irene Aldana is just gonna have the boxing advantage. And I feel like that's what Dumont mainly does is throw hands. So I'm gonna go with Irene. Who am I going with actually here? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is a close fight. Because if you look at Irene Aldana, she's definitely fighting, home turf, UFC no shea. But if you look at the girls she's beating, you know, same as Norma Dumont, she beat Cara Rosa. But I like the way she beat Rosa more than Dumont. She beat Macy Chasson, even though she was losing in the grappling. See, that's what worries me is before she got the up kick, she was losing. I think so at least. Yana Santos, she got a ground and pound win there. She lost to Holly Holm. Like, this is a close fight. I'm going to lean Dumont just because I've seen too many times people just out grapple her. But honestly, I could see Dumont getting lit up on the feet like a Christmas tree. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Norma Dump Truck Dumont. But honestly, this is a coin flip fight, and I wouldn't advise betting it. So yeah, moving on. Let's talk about one of the, I think, co-main, not co-main, but no, it had the main card opener. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osbourne. First off, whose idea was this to be a main card opener? I don't understand this at all. But whatever. Ronaldo Rodriguez, saw a guy, really, really dangerous. He's coming to finish you from everywhere, with the grappling, the striking. I rolled with the guy. He's pretty legit. Then on the other hand, we have Ode Osbourne, who's just very athletic, gifted, talented, very, very. I just don't think his mindset is cut out to be like Rodriguez. Rodriguez is a little more game, a lot more. down to get dirty and down to get tired. I don't really worry about Osbourne's cardio. He's a good athlete. I just worry about him in the chaos. That maybe he. One second. Oh, oh, alrighty. So I worry that maybe Ronaldo Rodriguez can. I don't know. I worry that maybe he doesn't get a takedown and he's stuck with Ode Osbourne on the feet. Both these guys train with each other. Ode Osbourne, on the other hand, like I said, he's athletic. He's very talented. The problem with it is his mentality. If this fight gets dirty, I don't know if I can trust him. I'm going to lean for, Rodriguez here, but it's a close fight. His win over. Let's see who he beat. Sorry, my computer's so slow right now. I don't know why. At this rate, I'm gonna be done. Sorry, guys. Cool. Yeah, so Ronaldo Rodriguez, honestly, this guy is he's a wild card. I think he wins, but honestly, it's a hard fight to call. Um, yeah, I don't know exactly how he gets it done, but I just think Ronaldo Rodriguez gets it done. He's fighting in his home turf. I just think this is a fight that, you know, only the ones that could see them in the training room knows how it's going to play out. I don't think anyone really has a good take on this fight. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I gotta go with Ronaldo Rodriguez just off mentality. But if we're going skill for skill and who's like more trustworthy, I don't know. I would slightly again lead Rodriguez, but I don't know. This is a close fight. Um, yeah. Moving on, we have Esteban Ribovics versus Daniel Zellhuber. This is a great fight. Daniel Zellhuber is a very, very game opponent, just like Esteban Ribovics. Um, Zellhuber is honestly a very, very crafty, rangy striker. Pretty solid takedown defense, decent grappling. Ribovics, on the other hand, I think he's pretty much the same. Just he doesn't have as he doesn't have as good offensive grappling. Um, this guy stays very calm under chaos. Zellhuber does not deal with the chaos as well. I'm gonna. Uh, it's a close fight. I'm gonna go Zellhuber just because I feel like he's gonna keep the range and pick apart Ribovics, but I feel like Ribovics could KO Zellhuber, and that could happen definitely. Within the first few rounds, I just think Zellhuber is very hittable and Ribovics is a shot finder, so anything can happen. But I just feel like the range of Zellhuber is going to be too much, and he's going to pick apart Ribovics to a decision. So my prediction is going to be Daniel Zellhuber by decision. But honestly, I could see a world where he gets KO'd. So don't be too crazy with this spot. I don't like the values. The values all over Esteban, but I'd rather play the KO because that's pretty much his only path to victory. If this goes to a decision, I don't think he's going to outvolume Zellhuber. So got to go with Zellhuber here, but yeah, it's a it's a pretty it's a good. I'm not complaining about this fight. MMA Guru's complaining about this fight. I'm not complaining about this fight. It's a good fight. But yeah, I get what he's trying to say. Could it be earlier in the prelims? And I get it, but it is what it is, and I'll take it. Daniel Zellhuber by decision. Moving on, we have Brian T City Ortega versus Diego Lopes. Now, everyone's been trying to fade Diego Lopes. This man is content once tired to be in guard. He is not cut out for the grind, like the really dirty, gritty fights. I think Ortega can pull him into that dark place. My only concern is it's 3 rounds. I still think Ortega can push a pace, make him work, make him, try things. Definitely the only thing with Ortega that worries me is he is very vulnerable to getting injured. He got his shoulder injured by Yair. I know he got injured warming up in his last fight. I just think the guy is very prone to injury. So other than getting injured, I think he's gonna walk down Diego Lopes, outstrike him, um, ignore whatever shots he eats. I feel like he's just gonna come and put it on him. He's like Yair Rodriguez. He got a rematch with Yair, and he showed him what's up. Diego Lopez. I think he can drown him, and that was within 3 rounds. So I think he can do it to Diego Lopez. I'm gonna go T City here to pull that upset. Obviously, Lopez is dangerous round one, so anything can happen. But I don't think Ortega. Um, I don't think Ortega's not is like beat anywhere in this fight other than round one explosivity. But yeah, I got to go with Ortega here. I just feel like he's a dog, and I can't say the same for Lopez. Lopez is a dog to an extent, but not like Ortega. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. Really excited for this fight. Great fight. We'll get into it. Moving on, we have Alexa Grasso taking on Valentina Shevchenko. Shevchenko, the first fight, she was winning until she wasn't. I just feel like Alexa has her number, man. She can hurt her on the feet. She's a better jiu-jitsu player. Valentina's just trying to hold on to her, stay on top of her, and land ground and pound. Maybe Shevchenko can, pull back the curtain, find a flashy highlight real KO, but I just feel like Alexa Grasso is the younger and more um fundamental fighter. Like her boxing's better. Valentina's now 36 years old. I just don't know if she's going to take the shots the same. She doesn't like getting hit by Alexa. It's pretty evident. Alexa, on the other hand, she's still in her prime, I'm pretty sure. I really think Alexa is a better fighter. I know last fight she was arguably losing until the fifth round, and that 10-8 was pretty egregious, but it is what it is. I feel like she has done her work. I feel like she's got a lot better. The wrestling is my only concern, but maybe she's worked on it. Maybe, I doubt it, but maybe she's worked on it. But yeah, I'm gonna lean Alexa Grasso here, but it's a hard fight to call. You're really just banking on the fact that Alexa has worked on her takedown defense, but there's no guarantee. Moving on, we have the main event. We have Sugar Sean O'Malley taking on Merab Dvalishvili. The Machine, man. I love the Machine. I think he's a monster. I think he's a savage. I think his cardio is the best in the UFC. The problem is he's facing the Sugar Show, and the Sugar Show is a sniper. Makes you pay for any mistake, and Merab makes a lot of mistakes. And if Merab doesn't get finished in the second in 2 rounds, then it can get interesting. But round one, round two, I feel like gets KO'd. I feel like Sean O'Malley is too dangerous, too sharp, too quick. Plus money was good. Now I would just pass. Play the KO prop, but honestly, this is a Sugar Show, and Merab is just another guy on the show, and I feel like Sugar's gonna make a statement here. Yeah, he's been caught by Cejudo, Morales, so many guys. If they can find his shin, so can O'Malley. O'Malley's a very, very crafty fighter. He's training with savage wrestlers at the MMA lab, and Tim Welch's gym. They have a Tim Welch behind the scenes, just has a mastermind for game planning. Merab is pretty like low IQ, I would say, and yeah. But anyways, guys, that's it for that. I think the Sugar Show is gonna win the fight by KO round ones or two. Now my top five picks are gonna be Raul Rosas Jr., Jaregui, Rodriguez, O'Malley. So number two is Uruguay. Number three, Rodriguez. And number four, O'Malley. And then number five, Zellhuber. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. I'll catch you next time. Peace.